Welcome guys, and I wanted to show you one of the new features from the CorelDRAW typography section, which is the variable font options. And to activate a variable font, you basically need to have the variable fonts installed. Now, if you Google variable fonts, you will find that there is a few sites out there that have lots and lots of different variable fonts. Now, this one here, v-fonts.com, has plenty of new variable fonts, and you notice on the right hand side here, like this one here, hyperrace variable, there's certain things that will actually be adjustable within that font that you install to your system. So this one here is weight, width and slant. So let me jump over to CorelDRAW. First of all, you would download this obviously and install it, but let's jump over to CorelDRAW and just show you what the difference is between the standard TrueType font and the new variable fonts. Okay, so one of the features here is this is the standard font, which is Arial, and you notice just up here on the toolbar that you do have a new feature that's here that says variable fonts. It's got two A's and it's grayed out at the moment, so it's not actually usable, and that's because the font Arial is not actually a variable font. But if I wanted to make this font, change it from Arial and change it into a variable font to show you what the difference is, what you would do is you would click onto the drop down menu here, or you could use your properties bar over on the right hand side over here, and then you can click on the drop down menu, and on the side you can filter out and look for variable fonts. So under font technology, click variable fonts, and here it will show underneath the fonts that I do actually have installed. So what it basically does, it basically allows you to choose one font and make that font completely variable within the constraints that actually have been selected within the technology of that font. So in this particular one, if I was to, let's take this Open Sans variable. Now you can see that over here on the right hand side, the variable fonts box is now operational, and again on the top there. So when you click on one of these, you see this one here, you can change the weight of the font, which is quite a nice feature. It's a little bit different than clicking on fonts on your Arial font there, and if you do have a bold option, you have it. If you don't, you don't. So that this one actually gives you some degree of manipulation. What we can do actually, can jump up to view and click on wireframe, and this particular font you don't see many options. Let's just jump over to variable fonts and let's put in a different one. So Amistavar, what do we have on this one? Yeah, this one's got plenty and plenty of different features on there. So let's go back to enhanced. So with this one in particular, you can click on the variable font options. So you've got the Grad, which is stands for sort of gradient for the weight, so you can see as we adjust that backwards and forwards. There's going to be lots and lots of different options. Let's try this one here. This one. There's your width, pulling in. With some of these, have to have different characters. So if you had a G, say for argument's sake, what it would do, one of the options on there would be to have the lower constraint move up, or a higher constraint like the top of the F, or an I with a dot. If we put those in, you'll see some of these actually move as well. So if we change these, that's increasing the height there. There you go, that one there is increasing the top of the F. Let's bring in the dot down. So it just shows you that it does actually have lots and lots of different features. You can see there, that's one of the components of it. Yeah, interesting. So variable fonts will give you lots of manipulation and more control actually over that particular font. Then it actually changes your perspective about thinking about drawing something. In some cases, many logos that you have to reproduce have very subtle changes. So this, you may just be able to pull pieces around just to get that to match up, or give yourself a little bit of an edge when doing some design work. Okay, so thanks very much, and that's the new variable font feature within inside CorelDRAW.